Hey everybody, Satoli here with History in Your Own Backyard. Today I'm going to take you to a very small level 4 ghost town in Ohio County, Indiana. The name of the town is Milton, and there's only about 4 or 5 houses left in the town. It's got an interesting history, dates way back into the early 1800s, so we're going to check it out. Stay tuned. Before we get started, let's talk about the 4 different levels of a ghost town. If you've already seen my introduction to ghost towns, skip ahead to about the 4.5 minute timestamp. Hi everybody, Satoli here with History in Your Own Backyard. Over the years, I've been approached by dozens of people to produce videos on small, very small towns throughout the Midwest. These are towns that were once pretty vibrant communities. They provided employment, religious outlets, and sometimes even shopping for the local community. But now, for whatever reason, they have shifted population-wise due to lack of employment, natural disasters, or disease. And we're going to cover some of these in upcoming videos. I tend to call these ghost towns. There's nothing spooky about these towns. They're just small towns. They're only a shell of what they were in the past. So stay tuned and we'll go over the 4 different levels of a ghost town. A level 4 ghost town has homes and commercial buildings standing, but the businesses have all closed. The ghost town of Wiseburg, Indiana is a good example of this, with the general store and the blacksmith shop still standing, but no longer in business. See the video link in the description below. A level 3 ghost town still has homes, but the businesses have all closed and have been demolished. Bonnell, Indiana is a good example of this, now featuring only 2 homes. This can be seen in my video titled The Ghost Town of Bonnell. See the video link in the description below. A level 2 ghost town is no longer occupied and only features the remains of the homes and businesses that were bustling with activity years ago. Good examples of this type of ghost town are Mount Lawn, Indiana, and Columbia Park, Ohio. See the video links in the description below. A level 1 ghost town is completely gone. No foundations and no evidence of any human habitation. An example of this would be my video on the LaGrange Phalanx in Brushy Prairie, Indiana. See the video link in the description below. Like I said, there's nothing spooky about these towns. They're just a shell of their former self, and they're hanging on by a thread. So stay tuned for the series, and we'll see if maybe we even cover your town. The town of Milton, Indiana is a level 4 ghost town. Let me explain. Milton is located in the state's smallest county, Ohio County. The town, originally called James Mills or Jamestown, was laid out in 1825 by Pinkney James. A grist mill and a sawmill were started by Mr. James in 1824. The grist mill had a square stone chimney, suggesting steam was used as a possible source of energy at some point. A mill dam was built across the creek with a mill race constructed on the creek opposite of Milton. Indian mounds were common in this area, with one mound near the town being excavated, resulting in several bodies being discovered. A post office was established at Milton in 1847 and remained in operation until it was discontinued just 3 years later in 1850. The reason for such a short existence is that the mail was brought in by horseback from Aurora. The trip to Milton required crossing Laughery Creek 4 times where delivering the mail to the town of Guionville directly across Laughery Creek from Milton only required 2 stream crossings. Hence, Guionville won the designation for the post office. 2 steamboats were built in Milton between the saw and the grist mills. The first one built was called the Dolphin. Later, in 1836, the Renown was built. A steel through-truss bridge spanned Laughery Creek, connecting Milton and Guionville. However, that bridge was removed in 1988 when a new bridge was constructed just 200 yards upstream. During its prime in 1878, Milton consisted of a sawmill and a grist mill, 1 store, 1 wagon shop, 2 blacksmith shops, 1 carpenter, the Methodist Church, built in 1878, which still stands today, a hotel, and 1 school. A memorial has been erected at the north end of town commemorating the pioneers who did their best to create a living in what was then a dense wilderness. Today, all of the businesses are completely closed and only 5 houses remain if you include the Methodist Church.